So when did you discover the L word, and when did you read Judge Gray's book?
So that was probably 2014. I read his book in 2014 and became a registered libertarian then. But it didn't really, I didn't really think anything about it. I was like, well, this is great because it also gets me off all the Republican and Democratic, phone call lists. Sweet. Because we all know those are miserable. But it wasn't until the 2016 election, and I was sitting there listening to Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton and just listening to all these things. I was like, man, I really don't agree with either of you. And Gary Johnson was there, and I was like, I really support a party that just lets people live their life. We have two things that we're supposed to be a part of, and that's the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Other than that, let me live my life. As long as I'm not harming anybody, as long as I'm not taking advantage of anybody, what does what I do affect what you do?
It seems like, and it was certainly true in 2016, but it seems really a sharp point today that neither Donald Trump or Joe Biden are running for anything. They're just running against the other guy and the other tribe, and their entire sales pitch is, those guys are awful. Don't let them have the power.
It blows my mind. I don't know if you, and we can get into the bias of media and things like that, but I was actually reading a couple of different websites the other day and came across a CNN opinion article that was talking about Joe Biden's policies. And when I talked with my friends who are Biden supporters, and I was like, well, do you know this about their policies? No, I don't care. He's just not Trump. And I'm like, wait, are we just at this point where we have no standards anymore, where we're like, hey, you're just not the other person?
Yeah.
That's I think of it as an abusive relationship. And it's, one guy is terrible for this reason and the other guy is terrible for this reason, but I keep going back and forth between them because, hey, it's just not the other guy.
Yeah.
If you had a child that was in a relationship, you had a daughter or a son that was in an abusive relationship like that, you wouldn't let them do it. So why do we continue to allow ourselves to do that and expect for things to be okay? I think no matter who wins, I would love to see Joe win in November, but no matter who wins, we've got a mess that we have to break up with. And we start by doing that at the local levels. Start by breaking up these terrible relationships we have with our mayors, our commissioners, our state Senate representatives, our House representatives. Start breaking up with those terrible relationships and stop just letting the excuse be, well, I'm going to vote for X because Y sucks. Your reasoning sucks. Find something you actually believe in.